Every year there are thousands of games that are considered to be the best games of that year. Lego Chukai Drive is definitely not one of them. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's not nearly better in every sort of way compared to Mario Kart, and despite my preferences, not even Forza Horizon. And I love it! If you ever play the Cars game, you know, the Disney way, Kuchao and all that, you're gonna have a blast with this one, cause the story mode has the same vibe and a structure attached to it. You not only race like it was a Mario Kart game, you also have minigames attached to some missions. The maps are quite different from each other as well, and you know what I found funny? Is the fact that to do the missions in the area you are at, you actually have to defeat a rival first. And don't get me wrong, I barely have any idea of what the story of this game is about. Yeah, I've been skipping too much cutscenes, my bad. But the whole idea I have in my head about ranking up in the blacklist of Lego Chukai Drive like this was Most Wanted is so funny and entertaining to me. Another thing that I like about this game a lot is how immersive it is in comparison to most of the modern racing games especially. You see, when I tried the DLC of Lego Forza Horizon 4, I found it very disappointing how in the middle of the races you will have opponents that race with sports cars, like actual cars, not really Lego looking cars, while you were driving your Lego tiny ship that kinda sucked too. And even though I have a glimpse of what the story is about, you beating up the Thanos of the racers of that world is already way more interesting than the modern racing game trope of "Yo, ha, Ricky, welcome to our extreme sport festival of the summer that will last all year. Become the next sensation of the internet. Woo!" Why the f*** everyone has to act like they were in a family-friendly Jackass episode, I swear. As for the cars themselves, this is something that maybe I will point out again in the future video when I talk about Lego Fortnite, but essentially, well, if you're not creative enough, you're gonna struggle a lot to get a car done. Okay, well, let me rephrase that. Yes, there are prefabricated cars. And yes, you do unlock more cars as well through the game. But the menu of making your own car feels so clunky, rough and complicated to me that I don't feel creative at all to make my own car. And it's one of the main mechanics, I would say. And there is another catch. If you have been paying attention, I've been putting cars that are wacky in this video so far. That's because, well, I got all the DLCs thanks to a very dirty cheap sale. Otherwise, yeah, it's quite very overpriced to have a pretty car that you don't build your own, and just download them from the community tab instead with DLC parts. Although keep in mind that it's a racing game we're talking about, it's not really something that we are in this genre for the last couple of years, I can't lie. But you know what is free and beneficial? If you leave a like and subscribe. And this leads me to thinking about driving. So this part is very varied usually in opinions, but if you're watching this video, I would assume it's because you wanna hear mine. And to be honest, it could be better, but it's not that bad. I appreciate the fact that it's not so automatic, but also doesn't require you to have a steering wheel to enjoy it properly. The drifting is snappy, the turbo gives you a sensation of speed that is very fast, and while it does have powers like in Mario Kart games, they are just alright, truth be told. At this point of the video, you might be wondering, okay, the game sounds low-key mediocre at best, terrible at worst. Why do I even play it then? Are the racing games so bad nowadays that you don't have any other one to play? Yeah? Let me tell you something, little viewer. Do you ever get recommended amazing games that you never feel like playing? For example, in my case, I've been getting recommended for years to play games like Red Dead Redemption 2, and last week, in fact, after my RPG video, a friend was lecturing me for not trying out Clear Obscure yet. It's not like I'm ignoring them on purpose of trying bad games, it's simply because I just feel like playing other stuff more, due to preference. Eventually, I'm more than aware that there are way better games out there to play now. But what can I say? Lego Chukai Dream Racing is kinda bad, but it's bad in a fun way. It has pretty graphics mixed with Lego art style. It has a very good sensation of speed, Too good that you cannot even steer properly sometimes. It has a very nice luxury looking cars and you will probably need to put even more money to get them. I know it sounds crazy and I'm not trying to defend the bad stuff this game has. It's just that despite how bad some of these things are, they are not really that important to me. To the point that if I think about it in a way, it's kinda poetic how this LEGO racing game is so close to how real life driving fast is. Honestly, I just love getting my silly quests done in the open world and driving meme cars. My recommendation, if this game really looks appealing to you, unless you are very excited to play it just now, is just wait for a sale. You will appreciate a lot if you want pretty LEGO cars at least. If not, then you can just buy it now, it's fine, it's a fine game. It's just not as fine as Mario Kart in this genre, it's fine. And I have to admit something too, when I saw reviews of this game, my expectations were very low. I was expecting a terrible game or an overheated one at the very least. And if I had to conclude, being the reviews of this game so bad helped me to set the bar lower to enjoy it even more. Eventually, if you have the chance to sell your house to play the new Mario Kart on the Switch 2, buy that instead. Seems like way better and the same fun you're gonna have with this one. If not, you know, you can always say me, achoo! Let achoo! It. Sorry, I think I got the retrocompatibility virus. Someone hide Nintendo, please. I hope you all like this video, and I'll be honest, I was kinda close to not release a video about this game, because I felt like I was just trying to justify why do I have to enjoy a bad game like this one, when in reality I end up getting excited enough to share it on YouTube with everyone. This game will not be for everyone, and maybe you will regret buying it. It's just not my case. I have a lot of fun with it despite all that. And before you might be wondering, is this game like fun at least with friends? I mean, you know how games work nowadays, right? So that your friend needs to buy the game as well and play it online, right? Yeah, do you think I have managed to convince any of my friends to play this? Really? Let's be... let's be honest, please.